You ever been super ready for something like this?
No.
What?
Nope. Not once in my life.
Never.
Nope. Zero. I don't even know who I am right now, bro.
We've already started.
Remember when I said I would be ready for this?
Yeah.
I lied. Where are we? Who am I?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another beautiful Slayer Talks. I'm joined here with...
Akusen Kuto. TM.
Yes, the one and only. We have decided, well, more so I have decided, and then he agreed, to do a tier list, and that would make good content because we are debaters, master debaters. And so we have engaged ourselves into this environment where we can debate. Yes? At least that's the goal.
My goal is to be more right about food than Slayer.
Yes. Anyways, so we have a tier list here with a bunch of different fast foods. I don't know what this one is. So we're just going to ignore the one that has a shit ton of pictures in it and pretend it doesn't exist. We have a Arby's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Dairy Queen, Domino's, Five Guys, Hardee's, In-N-Out, Jack in the Box, Jimmy John's, KFC, McDonald's, Panda Express, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Popeyes, Sonic, Subway, Taco Bell, Wendy's, Whataburger, White Castle, and we don't worry about that last one. So we'll just, start
No, what was
off.
the last one?
No, there's one of them that has like a shit ton of fucking logos in it. That has all of the logos in it.
Oh, it's a wild card.
Yeah, wild card. We'll make it. We'll get to that when we get to that. We'll do that one last. So we'll start off. We'll start off with Arby's. That's the first one I got here.
I wanna hear your perspective. I wanna hear it.
If there's one thing Arby's has done right, it is the curly fries. I go to Arby's sometimes just to get an order of curly fries. And I'm going to be honest, I think that's the only good thing they have.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I have to disagree, but not entirely. Their food, subpar. Like, truly, like, the curly fries are, like, creme de la creme, a selling point. But, like, I have two pieces of evidence for why I go to Arby's, and it has to be their buffalo chicken sandwich, or the sliders, but they both are really the same thing, because it's good. It's good eats. Or, and the only other reason that you go to Arby's is for the shakes. The shakes always hit. That orange cream shake hits. Their mint shake that's available longer than the Shamrock shake year round hits. It never fails me. I never fail to go there and get a shake that doesn't make me happy.
I've never had an Arby's shake. But
next time we go on a date, you're getting an Arby's shake with me.
Okay. No, I don't eat at Arby's too much because I'm not a big roast beef guy. And that's
I can agree with that.
That's a big thing that they advertise is their roast beef. And I have had bad experiences with roast beef. So by association, when I think of Arby's, I get extremely worried about food poisoning.
No. Arby's is definitely a place that I wouldn't go to for the food, but I will pull through for that shake.
So
you're not hungry.
We're thinking like B tier maybe.
I'm thinking the shakes put it on a B tier for me.
B tier. I'll trust you on the shakes, and I will reinforce that with their fries.
Now, and hear me out. Well, next time me and Slayer go on a date, he'll make a TikTok. updating you guys as to whether or not the Arby's shakes were it.
Sure. Whatever you
I've
say.
just given you free content. Don't you argue with me.
Okay. So we got Arby's at B tier. Arby's at B tier. Next up, we have Burger King.
F.
F.
That's a little harsh. That's a little harsh.
What do you say F for?
Okay. Burger King, like low-key, is shit. They have that not even like they don't even have like milkshakes that hit. They do have their very like their pies, their little like delicacy pies, like their Hershey pie, their Reese's pie. These hit, except for they're smaller than a small fry from McDonald's. So
Yeah.
like me personally, the food is bland. The fries are always cold. Their mozzarella sticks are always frozen in the middle. They have nothing that makes me want to go there, except like and this is a genuine thing. My grandfather can't have things that have too much flavor. It burns his tongue. It causes him pain. When I go out to eat with my grandpa, we go to Burger King because it's got so little flavor that it's fine. This isn't even me roasting Burger King anymore. Some days I spend with my grandfather.
Now, have you ever had Burger King breakfast?
Yes.
I am a
I
big
have had
fan
horrid
of their
experience.
breakfast. Especially the one that was just down the road from my high school. I went there every morning after I picked up my 4 cans of Red Bull. I went through and got Burger King breakfast. I would get 1 bacon croissant sandwich and 1 sausage croissant sandwich and 2 bottles of OJ. And that was my breakfast.
Now, I gotta run it. If Burger King were the only restaurant in the world, that would be good. It would be good. But it's so bland compared to any other place that serves the same shit.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, and they are kind of pricey from what I've seen. So, what are we thinking? C, maybe D then on Burger King.
I'm thinking D, maybe E for
Really?
me. So I have not had good experiences with Burger King.
Okay.
Like I said, the only redeeming thing for me is my grandfather likes it. But I'll meet you on that D.
Hey, have it your way.
Shut the fuck up.
Next up, we have Carl's Jr. Now, I could be incorrect, but isn't Carl's Jr. the West Coast name for Checkers? Am I thinking of that correctly? Of Rallies?
No, we have Carl's Juniors.
Do we?
Yeah.
Well, then
Yeah.
I've never eaten at a Carl's Jr.
I have also never eaten at it.
All right, so that we'll drop that down straight to F then.
Nah, I'm gonna put it. I'm on my thing. I have my own screen, guys, because Slayer's Wi-Fi couldn't handle streaming his. I'm putting my Carl's Jr. on C because they're not good, but they're not bad.
All right, you know what? I'll match you there. Why not?
No.
Next up, we have Chick-fil-A. I like Chick-fil-A.
I also like Chick-fil-A.
I would like to think of myself as a chicken sandwich connoisseur. Right. I love chicken sandwiches. KFC chicken sandwich, the McDonald's. I've had so many different chicken sandwiches. Chick-fil-A is usually the one that is talked up the most. I always hear, oh, you gotta have Chick-fil-A sandwiches. You gotta have it. Chick-fil-A sandwich is good, but it's one of those restaurants where the secret is in the sauce. If you get Chick-fil-A and you don't get the sauce for your chicken and your fries, terrible experience. The Chick-fil-A sauce is what what sets it apart from any other bland ass chicken.
I have a different point. I agree. The sauce makes it, but if I just piggyback on the sauce, then I'll look like a bitch. I have to say, my problem with Chick-fil-A is overpriced.
They are very overpriced, yes.
Overpriced. And also, like, to be that expensive and be that bad. Well, not bad. That regular without their sauce, because like you could be allergic to their sauce.
Yeah.
So I personally, when I get like chicken sandwiches, I like to taste the chicken over like like I'll put like a sauce on it. Don't get me twisted, guys. I'm not a heathen, but I don't like relying on the sauce. The sauce should enhance the experience, not be the whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
And their chicken is just chicken.
Yeah, it's just chicken. Now,
And so I gotta say their fries, their waffle, they have the waffle fries,
waffle fries,
which my fiance loves. My fiance loves the waffle fries. The waffle fries aren't really a selling point for me.
you gotta have the sauce with the waffle fries, or else they're
Exactly.
just normal, boring fries.
Exactly.
I got another point, and this is probably like the biggest thing I have with Chick-fil-A. All right, you go through the drive-through. The lady takes your order. She says, then you get your food, and they go, "Have a good day," and you say, "Thank you." What do they say?
My pleasure.
My pleasure. Not only would I want to fucking die 24/7 if my manager was like, "Hey, you have to say my pleasure when they thank you," right? Not only that, I would never be able to work at a Chick-fil-A for that reason alone. But on top of that, it puts pressure on me to do my damnedest to not say thank you. I went to the Chick-fil-A this last time, and I had a buddy of mine in the car with me, and we pull up, and I tell him, I said, don't say thank you, because I have to say my pleasure, and I absolutely despise forcing them to say my pleasure, because I know I would want to fucking off myself 24/7. And then I forgot about it. I said thank you, and I heard them say my pleasure, and I'm like, damn it, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for you to do that, right? It puts so much stress on me to not say thank you.
Do you know?
So I end up just saying, have a nice day.
Everybody, I'm about to out my childhood here. I'm calling out a lot of my days with my grandfather, but allow me to represent. We were poor, so we don't go out to eat often. But the day of the week that you were most likely to go out to eat was Sunday after church.
And Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. And I think for those reasons, Chick-fil-A has landed itself at a fat C.
I would let you argue B, but I'll hit you with that C. Yeah. I can agree to that C.
Closed on Sundays, forced to say my pleasure, and the sauce is too important.
The sauce is too important.
Next, we have Chipotle. Big fan of Chipotle. I absolutely love it. Lots of food, fills you up, reasonably priced. They serve beer. And it's overall not too unhealthy for you.
My time with Chipotle, I went through a phase where it was all I would eat. Like if I went out to eat, I was getting Chipotle, and it surprised nobody when I said, "Oh yeah, I had Chipotle for lunch today," and they're like, "Oh, of course you did." But the first time I went to Chipotle, I actually vowed not to go back.
What? Because it was a terrible experience?
Because my complaint about Burger King was it was bland. I put exactly what I got the second time into my burrito / bowl. And it was just no flavor. There was no substance to that. I was just like, wow, I sure filled my stomach. But the second time I went, the second time somebody convinced me to go. The first time it was like a double date with my fiance and some of our friends. But the second time someone convinced me to go, I was like, I'm not gonna like it, but I'm down. So I went, and it was an enjoyable experience, and I'm glad I experienced it.
Yeah, and then you ate it every day since then.
Not since then. That was.
Well, I mean, it was like a. But
there was that period.
Yeah, solid.
That was a solid month. That was a solid month, and then it was back to Panda Express.
Right.
But I have to say, overall, my experience with Chipotle is decent. Their service is pretty quick. You're not in there for like 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Even like if you go in during lunch rush. Now, granted, Slayer and I live in a small little town, so lunch rush is like maybe 30 people.
Right.
Even if you go in during a lunch rush, it's not too terrible. It doesn't take too much time to get through their line. The food is always well, not always, because my first experience was horrible. Now, this might be my familial lineage showing, but a
Well, you mean
drink
that you're
is
black?
important. I wasn't gonna say it, but you can. The drink is important, bro.
It is, and they have decent drinks.
They have good drink selection, but like if you're not looking for soda or beer, like I'm a juice person. I love a good juice.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't hit quite right.
I myself am a lemonade guy. If there's lemonade, that's usually what I get. I don't drink too much soda. I like water. I don't like getting water when I go out to eat because that's boring. But I like a good lemonade. And they do have lemonades there. They have like a fountain that has a bunch of different lemonades and teas there. So I would say probably I would put Chipotle at an A.
Robot. You're a robot.
Ah, sorry, that's my connection. I would put it at an A.
But did you say A?
Yeah.
I could agree with an A. It's not S because it's not like every time I go in, I'm enraptured by the food. Because there are some days that it hits better than others. It just depends who makes your burrito and how they bless you with toppings.
But it's one of those. It's one of those restaurants where if you can't decide what to eat, you can always rely on Chipotle being not terrible.
Exactly.
Next up, we have Dairy Queen. Now, I absolutely love Dairy Queen. Majority of the dates that we go on are at Dairy Queen. Their chicken baskets, they have the ice creams, good drink selection, because I think they're one of the few that carry Pepsi products, not Coke products. And just the blizzards. You can't go wrong with a blizzard. You have a shit day, your girlfriend broke up with you or whatever, you know, you ran over a dog. A blizzard can fix that, no problem. You can't end on a bad day with a blizzard, right?
Now, great.
I missed.
If your girlfriend broke up with you, I'm holding. Holding. Holding.
Start
okay.
over.
I feel like we should go over those points. Like, if your girlfriend broke up with you, the blizzard will make you feel better, but not by you eating it. You pour it on them. Now, you gotta wait because blizzards stay in the cup.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I lost you again. Uh-oh.
But it brings a small giggle to my face. Not gonna lie.
Again, you got out for a lot of that, but it's fine. We'll move on from that point.
No. You hit a dog with your car? Guess what? You go back, you pour a blizzard on it, that dog's back.
Yeah.
Every time.
You love, gotta love blizzards. And I do. I absolutely love their chicken too. It's good chicken.
I think their food is consistent. I think the blizzards always pick you up. I want to push. And their sandwiches. Their sandwiches have a good variety. They even have sandwiches on some days are too hot for me. Like their flamethrower, sometimes it hits me right in the jowls. I'm not going to lie. Most of the time I can hear. I want to push for Dairy Queen to be our first S.
You know what? I could agree with that. Dairy Queen overall, I absolutely love it. Next up, we have Domino's Pizza. If you would like to start off with this one.
Okay, sorry. I had to think of how to say that. And Domino's, like when you gather up a million Domino's and you stack them on top of stuff, and you accidentally kick one over, Domino's falls flat. It's not good. It's cardboard. It's cardboard. It's trash, and I hate it. I've had decent Domino's pizzas, and I'll eat it. Like if I'm at somebody's house, Domino's in front of me, I'll eat it. But there's a million other pizza places I would rather go.
I've eaten a lot of Domino's. There was a couple times where that was one of the like 3 different restaurants that were accessible to me, and it was the one that was just down the street, so that's where I went. I have eaten enough Domino's for a lifetime. I don't ever want to see Domino's again. I think that Domino's, just as the name suggests, belongs in D next to Burger King. Overall, bland pizza.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
And it's so greasy too. It's so greasy. I have to be careful when I put it in my car that the grease doesn't leak out on the sides, because they just coat the crusts afterwards, you know? And it's not
We're
necessary.
not health connoisseurs. But when you have that much grease on a fucking pizza, it just doesn't taste
right.
good.
That's yeah, it's concerning. But yeah, I've eaten enough Domino's. It's very tasty when I do eat it. I actually prefer their sandwiches more than anything. But overall, like you said, there's about 7 or 8 different pizza places I would go to before I choose to go to Domino's. Moving on, next we have the illustrious Five Guys, known for just doing burgers, fries, and hot dogs. Now, I can't attest for a Five Guys burger. I've never had a Five Guys burger. Every time I go to Five Guys, I always get a cheese bacon hot dog. I don't do burgers. I'm not much of a burger guy. If hot dogs are a suggestion or an option, I'll always go hot dogs. So I don't know too much about Five Guys burger. But you, on the other hand, you're a sucker for burgers.
I am a sucker for burgers. And I have to say, Five Guys burgers, if I were to rank them just on their burgers, I would say it's an A tier. And I'll explain, and other than like, it's like McDonald's, but they take all the unhealthy parts off.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. Like it's not like garbage for you. You're not putting garbage into your system, but it doesn't have that McDonald's flavor.
Right.
And like you can call me out on this. McDonald's is bad for you, yes, but when you eat a McDonald's burger, it punches you with the taste.
Yes, it does.
That's
have
why
the
people
flavor.
go there.
Yes.
They're not going there for the health benefit.
Right.
But it's got a flavor to it. But the Five Guys, it doesn't hit you with a flavor of or above a McDonald's, but it's not as bad for you. The trade-off is there. I would dare say their fries, however,
Fries are.
and
mid. I think their fries are
mid.
absolutely mid as
Thank
fuck.
you. Their fries are absolutely mid.
Mid fries, good hot dogs, good burgers. They have peanuts for when you're waiting in line. However, holy shit, I think on this entire list, Five Guys is the most expensive out of all of these. I go to Five Guys, I take lunch orders, I pick up lunch for 4 guys, me and 3 others. My bill was $80 for 4 of us. That's $20 a pop for a burger,
Sonic
fries,
is
and a
also
drink.
kind of expensive, isn't it?
I haven't had too much.
I've
Sonic.
never.
I haven't gone to Sonic
either.
in like probably.
So I'll
10
dare say
years.
it's not. But yes, Five Guys definitely the one I
Holy
know
shit.
is the most expensive.
It's so expensive. But and like, yeah, their food is good, but it's not $20 for a hot dog, a fry, and a drink. Good, you know what I mean? So yeah, I understand burgers A tier, but is it A tier for that price? Especially when it comes with mid fucking fries. I would say that because of the price, that would make it at the most a B. So I think we'll put Five Guys down in B section. B.
I did also. I want to go back, and I want to address something because we got onto the price and that dropped its rating a bit. Dairy Queen is expensive, but it's always worth it.
But it's always good, yes. And the
It's
Five Guys
always-
doesn't even have ice cream.
Exactly. I just felt like since we knocked it down a tier for its cost, I had to explain that Dairy Queen might be expensive, but it's worth it.
Next up, we got Hardee's. Now, we have a Hardee's in town. But until I moved to this town, I've never heard of Hardee's. And even then, the Hardee's that's in town looks closed 24/7. I think I've been to Hardee's once, and I got a ham sandwich, and it was decent.
It's always okay. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and you have to hear me out of this. Hardee's is always empty unless there are old people there.
It is very much an old person hangout.
Now, I do have my favorites off their menu. Once again, my grandpa takes you to the old people places that have no flavor.
Yeah.
However, Hardee's has flavor on the right items. And he would go to Hardee's and he would stomach the tongue burn to have their flavor, because at the end of it, he would grab all the grandchildren. So it's me, my 3 sisters, my 3 other cousins, and he would walk us all up because their milkshakes are made with ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
They
The
only
milkshakes are
have
really
vanilla
good.
and chocolate. And while Arby's has like those crazy flavors, like the orange creamsicle, and that hits, I have never had a better vanilla milkshake than Hardee's. Their chocolate shake is mid as fuck, but their vanilla milk, it doesn't make up for the fact that it looks like a ghost town and it looks like a Denny's, the Denny's of fast food restaurants where you're gonna get shanked if you're going. But
That's so accurate.
I dare say it doesn't deserve a D.
I wouldn't say it
does-
deserves a D now. I mean, so I went there once. It was after me and a couple guys went bowling. And so me and this other guy, we went to Hardee's.
They also
Oh.
have the curly fries. They do have the curly fries.
I don't know if I've had the like I said, this was back. Ooh, this must have been 6 years ago now that we went to Hardee's. But you say their vanilla shake slap. Vanilla is the only milkshake that I will drink if they don't have a banana milkshake. I love banana milkshake, but
Banana
vanilla,
milkshake's good.
absolutely. Vanilla ice cream is my favorite ice cream. Vanilla milkshakes, you can never go wrong.
I wanna amend something here while we're talking about this. Sorry, this is a bit of a detour. That wild card, I think we should use it for steak and shake. There's no
Ooh, steak and shake.
on here.
I can agree with you on that. So this will be steak and shake. Gotcha.
Sorry,
Cool.
I just didn't want to forget the name.
So Hardee's is decent. I haven't had it enough really to form too much of an opinion on it, and so I think that should go right next to the one who shares a logo with it, Carl's Jr. over in C tier town.
Yeah.
Now we're getting into some questionable territory for both of us at this point. Because next on this list is In-N-Out, another restaurant that is known for doing burgers, fries, and shakes, where their secret menu rules supreme, but that's all they do. Now, it is a known fact because it is documented, that I have only had In-N-Out once.
I have
And
also only had it the one time.
And it was when we went to California, which I apologize for not uploading that entire series. I lost the footage. Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
The rest of the trip was mid anyways, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the landing and the takeoff. Actually, no, Alcatraz. Alcatraz was.
Alcatraz was good, yes. Yeah.
I want to say, when we pulled into In-N-Out, there were people in the parking lot. There were groups. There was like a group of people sitting outside their cars playing music, like you would do. There was, I believe, a man getting arrested as we pulled in.
Yeah. There was a man beating his wife down in the alleyway down the
That
street.
was on the way out. That was on the way out. But yes. So first of all,
But this was in Los Angeles. Okay, that's gotta be clear. This was in LA.
First of all, we have to say entertaining from start to finish.
Such a nice environment. I like seriously. I think it very much rocked the kind of Steak and Shake 80s diner vibe because I remember there being a checkered floor in there.
There was.
But yeah, the clientele has always been questionable. Not even from just our experience, but from what I've seen. Like there was this one video I saw of this dude and his girlfriend, and this dude came up and just started harassing this guy because he was Asian and was like was waiting outside to murder this guy because of his ethnicity. So the clientele has always been shady. And from what I remember, the food was pretty decent and the fries were absolutely amazing. But the environment's kind of iffy. You know what I mean?
The entertainment, you mean? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So the entertainment was a little sketchy. It was definitely, once again, I don't know if they know what state we're in, but we're from the worst state.
We're from Ohio.
There we go. I don't know what I can say. I'm a bit more secretive when I
give
stream.
two shits. I'm not.
I gotta. But we're from Ohio, so it was a bit of a culture shock, but it was a funny culture.
We're from the
shock.
sticks in Ohio.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
we're not even from like Cleveland or anything.
Nah, we're from an unnamed town.
This unnamed town, and they might be able to find it, but there is not another town named this in the world.
Yeah.
Did you know that? That's crazy.
That's insane. I did not know. Well, it's because it's named after an Indian tribe, like a lot of the Ohio towns are, right?
Yeah, but a lot of Indian tribes have like their names other places.
Yeah.
But not this one.
Like I'm pretty sure isn't Cincinnati named after a tribe?
Yep. But there's
I know Logan is. Logan is named after a tribe. And I know there's multiple Logan because you have Logan City, which is where I'm from. I'm from Logan, Ohio. Logan Hocking. But then you have Logan County, which there's nothing out there from what I've seen. It's like you think there's nothing to do in Ohio outside of Columbus. Don't go to Logan. Don't go to Logan County because there's absolutely nothing in Logan County.
But it was a culture shock. But surely, Slayer and I had just gotten off a flight.
Right.
We hadn't, and we were two rather underprepared kids. Like
and
we had no snacks.
It was 9 at night or something like that. 10 at night.
It was like we left like 6 a.m. and landed like 9 at night.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It was stupid. But we took that flight raw too. Like no pillow.
Nope.
We had earbuds and shit.
You had a neck pillow.
I did.
You had a neck pillow, but
I think we abandoned
I think that was also your first time flying, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I remember because you were very overwhelmed when we arrived. Not even to TSA, but just like checking in. You were like, I'm startled. This is a lot to handle.
It is. I have
flown a lot.
I don't like groups of people.
Yeah.
And being in a group of people and having people touch my shit.
Yeah.
It's very, very over. I've gotten better. I know you haven't flown with me since, but I've gotten a lot better.
Maybe soon. Maybe soon.
I think next time I go out, you're supposed to accompany.
I'm supposed to what? Buy it? I'm supposed to fund it.
No, you're supposed to come with.
Oh, it depends on when that is, because I have big things coming up in the next year. So
yeah. But we got off track, but that was great. That's good content.
Overall, I'd say In and Out is probably a C tier.
I remember because I remember landing jet lagged. I remember that food hit like a fresh pack.
They do fresh patties. Everything is cooked to order there. Exactly. I think that alone is enough to bump them to B.
I want to fight for the B because
all right.
The entertainment was funny,
but it was funny because it wasn't happening to us.
yeah. The food wasn't anything to write home about, but off of that flight, it was good.
Yeah.
And then we of course got the final piece of the puzzle, where the milkshakes.
Oh, the milkshakes were good. You gotta love a good thick milkshake. One that like you have to struggle to get up the straw.
Yes.
Like that's a good milkshake. One that you could damn near eat with a spoon. That's how you know a milkshake's good, because that's when it's like the most natural and the most fresh. But Regardless, B tier for In-N-Out. Next up, this is a stranger for me. I've never had it. Jack in the Box. I don't think we even have Jack in a Box in Ohio. I've never seen one. I've looked.
There's
Everywhere that I've looked, like near me, Jack in a Box has not shown up.
now my other flights have been to Arizona, and there was a Jack in the Box that me and my fiance went to. And unlike In-N-Out, where In-N-Out hit better just because of the flight, we got Jack in the Box like 2 days after. Like we arrived to my mom's home cooked food,
Mm-hmm.
so that hit off the flight.
Yeah.
But Jack in the Box was good enough that me and my fiance went back like two times.
Really?
Before we were there for about 10 days, and we went back twice
Gotcha.
in those 10 days. Now it's a little pricey, but that could just be the difference of Ohio to Arizona prices.
Mm-hmm. Because Arizona is, well, it's a
A
little
bit more expensive.
a bit more deserty. It's also a bit more touristy.
Yeah. So I won't say that they're expensive because I was just along for the ride.
Would you say it was worth what you paid, or more?
It was worth what I paid.
Worth what?
As someone from Ohio, I would have paid for this here. It was
Gotcha.
good. The service was fast. The people were friendly, but that could be
What kind of stuff do they have at Jack in the Box? Is it just like a
everything.
Chick-fil-A place, or is it just like everything?
They've got burgers. They've got tacos. They're like if you took, yeah, they're like Hardee's. Hardee's has tacos in case you didn't know.
Yeah.
They're like Hardee's on crack, and they
Gotcha.
also hit that Dairy Queen pack with the variety of milkshakes.
Oh, okay, I got you. So I'm gonna leave this one up to you. Where do you think Jack in the Box is?
Now, I had a seasonal flavor of the milkshake one time. The other time I had like you have to try the cookies and the cream
Mm-hmm.
in every place.
Right.
I would say their milkshakes hit harder than Dairy Queen. Now, Dairy Queen's milkshakes are different than their blizzards.
Yes.
Keep that in mind. I think Jack in the Box is a strong A tier, and I'll place it in A tier simply because I don't know if it was considered expensive for where I was, and I don't want to. We have accounted for price and other things. I would pay for it, but I also really love a good burger.
Gotcha.
So-
yeah, burgers are good. That's a big thing, is burgers.
For me. But like, I know that we did go 3 times, and of the 3 times, we took my little sister once, and she got some not so cash money nuggets that she didn't throw them up, but she spit it out.
Gotcha.
So I gotta give it a strong A tier.
Okay.
I can't give it S. I don't think it's deserved that in my world, but I can't say it's worth less than an A from what I've had.
Okay. That's understandable. Jimmy John's. Out of the gate, I'm gonna say C. I have had Jimmy John's a couple times, mainly because it was the only thing accessible to me. But what I had there, I don't know if I just don't know how their menu works, because it works a little bit differently than like your average like Subway or that kind of sandwich shop, because that's what they do. They do sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
But I just got a simple ham, cheese, white bread. It wasn't toasted or anything. It was a very simple sandwich. And it comes with a bag of chips and a drink, both of which is like it's not like good chips. It's not like Doritos or, anything like that. It's like Sun Chips and shit like that. Because they're like one of the healthier alternatives. But it is also kind of expensive I'm not going to say it was bland. I'm not going to say it was anything like that. But it was very simple. Almost too simple to be worth a chain restaurant. You know what I mean? Like I said, once again, I've only been there like twice that I can recall. I might just not know how their menu works if I was, not getting the full experience out of it. But it was a very simple, normal experience.
Now, I have never purchased food from Jimmy John's. I have had a sandwich brought to me, and it was okay. Like I would if I like had relatives across the world and Jimmy John, I was near the first Jimmy John. I wouldn't write them a letter about the Jimmy John sandwich I had. I do, however, recall coming home to the person who ordered it for me and them saying, "God damn, that shit was expensive." That's it.
Yeah.
It was mid. It was okay, I guess, and it was expensive. That person, my
So,
father.
a lot
I
of-
keep
A lot of food for a lot of simple, not good food, or not even a lot, really. Let's be honest. It's an okay
it's a sandwich
amount.
joint.
Yeah, it's a sandwich joint. But for that expensive, that makes me want to go more towards D rather than C.
Yeah, I want to say D.
Gotcha. All right. Well, at least we don't have anything in E and F yet. We still have quite a few foods to go. Quite a few establishment. But I think we're looking pretty decent so far as a tier list goes.
I wanna open up this next one.
Go for it.
S.
I was about to say the same thing. I absolutely love KFC. It is my second favorite chicken joint. Their chicken sandwich, like I said, I like to judge a place based off of their chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich is probably my second favorite chicken sandwich. It's a lot of chicken. They use like a whole ass breast on their chicken sandwich, which isn't a bad thing, but like a good chicken sandwich is a classic chicken sandwich with pickles, mayonnaise, chicken on a bun. That's what you do. And KFC has never disappointed me with their chicken sandwich. Not even to the point where like the breading was undercooked and soggy. And to add on top of that, right? Their fries. Oh my god. Gotta love KFC fries.
Now, first of all, I got to talk about the bucket. The bucket of chicken. This chicken is not good for you. Statement.
No,
It's not. If you eat a
absolutely.
bucket of this shit every day, you're
Yeah,
going
none
to
of
die.
this food is good for all of this food is absolutely rancid, but still. But
There's a reason that they have. If you didn't know, then I'm about to teach you something. If I believe it's like half an hour, you have half an hour. You can't leave the store. If you eat the whole bucket of chicken, they refill that bitch
refill it
for
for
free.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now, I have never successfully done this.
We could. I feel like if the two of us
As a
went,
team,
we could.
as a team, we could. Yeah.
Yes.
I it's not like I go out trying to do this, mind you. I've never actually like sat down and been, this is my goal. But
Mhm.
I have never eaten, like gotten home and eaten the whole bucket.
Right. And you gotta have mad respect to KFC. For one, they have good lemonade. Like I said, I like lemonade. But
They do.
I don't even get the lemonade from KFC too often because they have their own exclusive Mountain Dew flavor that
They do,
is
they do.
just absolutely amazing. I think it's a peach. I think it's a peach Mountain Dew. And I
Yeah.
absolutely love peach. I love peach everything. Peach whiskey, peach lemonade, peach everything. I'm all about it, right? Their peach Mountain Dew, I think it's called like Mountain Haze or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's called like Haze Lightning, something like that. Absolutely amazing. I can 100% agree with you that KFC belongs in
Sweet
S tier.
lightning.
Sweet Lightning, yes.
Honey and peach.
Mwah, such a good such a good drink.
I want to state something. If you gave me the fucking McDonald's advertising for their crispy chicken sandwich,
Oh,
and then you put the KFC chicken sandwich in front of me, I would pay whatever.
oh, absolutely.
You could name
Absolutely.
your price. I don't care what
Yes.
your price is. I'll pay it.
S tier. I'll take out a bank loan. No, I don't care. Speaking of McDonald's, that's our next competitor here. Now, we have very strong personal opinions about McDonald's.
Okay, so
We have both
I-
worked at McDonald's for several years.
combined, I think we easily hit what, like 3?
I
years at
alone hit
McDonald's?
3.
Oh yeah, you did work there when I was.
I
like,
did. I worked there
and then
since
I
moved
worked
here.
there. I worked there for about a year
Yeah.
altogether.
Right.
So we're about 4 years of combined experience.
I have eaten so much McDonald's.
So much McDonald's.
More specifically, so many McChickens, right? Now, one of the things that I have learned about McDonald's menu and how they prepare their food has altered the menu items that I will buy. Like, I will never get a burger that isn't cooked to order. I will always ask for my burgers fresh. I will never order fish fillet. Um,
No,
I will also only order my chicken nuggets fresh.
I have to say this: if you're going to go to McDonald's, you either need to go like an hour before close
Mm-hmm.
or right at when the lunch switch happens,
Right.
because that's when everything is fresh.
Right.
An hour before close, everything is cooked to order. You
Exactly.
will not have. So those are your key times. You have a bit of a wait, but it's worth it because the food is fresh.
Exactly.
And you might say, oh well, I requested them to. I have sat in that kitchen and I have watched other cooks watch the timer for like a minute and a half, and then they throw on an old patty anyway.
Right.
You can request what you want, but if you get a cook who's in a pissy enough mood, you ain't getting what you asked.
Right. You're getting what's available. Exactly. And that is true. That is absolutely true.
I must admit I'm guilty of it myself.
Yeah. And especially
Customers
like,
screaming at me through a window. Congrats, you've played your.
and even further on, so like they'll cook upwards of like 8, I think it's 8 patties at a time they'll put down, right? In it
Yep.
for a single unit of grill. And they'll throw those into a tray, and then they'll throw that tray into a warmer. And that tray has a timer
for
on it
45
for
minutes.
45 minutes. I think. It's either 45 or 15, but I'm almost positive it's 45. Which means you can have a burger that's 45 minutes old meat. And that's why I will only ever order a cook to order burger. Now, they have released those crispy chicken sandwiches.
Which are good.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
those
pretty
have
all right.
like a 10-minute timer, by the way.
But it's hit or miss on them. And
Yeah.
I guess McDonald's is my experience being there and knowing how frequently you get a bad batch of the frozen chicken that like you can fry it and it's going to be bad anyways. Like if you have 2 nuggets that are frozen together, throw them in the deep fryer, both of those nuggets are bad, right?
Yeah.
I always have this underlying fear of having raw chicken when I go and get a crispy chicken sandwich. Now the McChickens, you can't go wrong with McChicken. There's, as far as I've gone, very rarely do you get a bad McChicken.
Yeah,
They're only like timed 15 minutes fresh before they have to toss them out.
it moved to 20 minutes. Funny
Oh.
enough, it moved up.
I can deal with 20 minutes.
However, and this is a statement. You're not gonna have a McChicken sit for 20 minutes.
No.
It is probably their most sold item.
Yep.
At any given moment, they'll have like 100 McChickens fly off the shelf.
Exactly. So their food is, I'll say it this way. Their food is really good for the price that you pay. McDonald's is very cheap. In high school, I was scrounging up quarters. I could scrounge up $3 and have a solid lunch from McDonald's.
Good.
2 McChickens and a small fry. That was good. That was a very sizable meal for $3. Their dollar menu now is ass. I'm pretty sure even the McChickens are like $2 now from what I've seen.
That's like $1.50. No, it is $2. You're right.
The thing that always sells me on McDonald's, I still go to McDonald's solely for these, are their pies. More specifically, my favorite pie, which is the ones they serve during Christmas time, the holiday pies.
Yes.
I absolutely love the McDonald's pies. And those ones, they I think they're good for like 3 or 4 hours before they get tossed out. I don't, dude. If it's bad, give it to me anyways.
That's the normal time of a pie.
Yeah.
Like if I make a pie at home, it'll sit for 3 hours before that shit starts
Yeah.
fucking bad. And that's not even in a heater.
Nah,
That's just
I'll heat that fucker up. When I worked there, I worked closing shift, and when we closed, whatever pies were left, I love my manager. Her name was Jessica. Write them up on the waist. She would write them up on the list. I would go home with like 5 or 6 of these pies every night.
Now, I also want to say, McDonald's, like playing off the menu, food is mid. Like they've got a few hits. Like if you just get what you order, like oh I want a McChicken, and you just get a McChicken, you've played yourself. How fucking dare you? You're insulting me.
Yes.
You have to take something off / add something. Crispy chicken sandwiches. Let me tell you the secret. You get that, and you get some Big Mac sauce on that son of a bitch. You
See,
get some
I
Big
would
Mac sauce on
say,
that son of a bitch, and that hits.
I
It
would say get a
hits.
crispy chicken sandwich, no pickles, right? Because they only have pickles, which is why they're not a good chicken sandwich because they have no mayo on them. No
Pickle and
pickles,
butter. Hold on,
add
don't
cheese,
disrespect.
and add bacon.
It was for me. It was no butter because they put like butter, just butter on it. I don't like butter. I think butter is the biggest waste food I have ever seen in my life. I hate watching people like put loads of butter on their plate. That's just a pet peeve. It's not like a big deal. Butter has no real flavor to it, but they put butter on that bitch, and then they fucking say, "All right, it's good." No, put some mac sauce on it. Put some ketchup on that bitch. Put something on it, and it improves like 4 times over.
Yeah, exactly. I would say, as
B.
much as I was gonna say B. Yes, good price for the food.
I know.
But I mean, if there's anything else available other than McDonald's, I'll take that over the McDonald's. But that's just because I worked there for 3 years and I've eaten enough of it.
We've had enough. We've had enough.
Next up, one of our favorites, Panda Express.
A Panda Pack is always it.
Always love Panda Express. Good amount of food.
Say this.
Go ahead.
You have the people. I have Vietnamese friends. Yeah. And I've heard them talk with their families. I've heard their families in the background when like they get pandas, and they're like, "That's not real orange chicken." I don't give a fuck.
It's
this
good.
Orange chicken, this pack is hitting. It's hitting. And fuck that. Throw the orange chicken out the window. The Beijing beef hitting. The sweet fire chicken hitting. I'll fight you. Their main courses all hit. Not all of them. I don't like the ones with peanuts in them, but that's just because I don't like peanuts.
The only
in my food.
Main course, the only like side that I have not had decent experiences with, sometimes it's hit or miss, is the grilled teriyaki. And that is only because it is grilled, not fried. So there's a higher chance of it being like for fat deposits, which is a huge no-no, right? God damn! Discord, shut the fuck up. Mute.
No.
Mute.
Please, don't mute me. Don't mute me. No.
Mute for 3 hours. God.
That was the sound of your Discord.
Yeah.
Begging you not to mute it.
But I absolutely love everything to do with Panda Express. I will say, like, there was it's also been a big topic of disappointment for me. On the only aspect of at least our Panda Express, there was a limited time side for walnut chicken. And every time I went there, I asked for walnut chicken. And every single time they didn't have the walnut chicken. But that was fine. It just meant I got my chow mein with my orange chicken, and I'll do beef broccoli today. Orange chicken's always on there, but I'll mix up the second side every now and then.
I'm gonna suck Panda Express's dick just a little bit more. Their sides, their white rice, their super greens, their chow mein, those 3 hit. Now for me, I don't like their fried rice. I don't like the pieces of egg in it, and that's me personally.
But that's me coming from a bit more of a nutritional standpoint, because Panda Express is where I go when I'm carbo loading. And I'll get rice with double orange chicken and then a side of fried rice. And then
all of these things, most of the facets of their meal, none of it is super reliant on the sauce, but their sauces are good. Like I like it's just soy sauce and teriyaki sauce. It's the basic shit. So like it's nothing crazy, but it's good. It does what a sauce should do. It enhances the meal. Now, this is where I think Panda misses out on the S tier. Their drink selection is sodas and water. Like There's nothing special. There's no milkshakes. There's no ice cream. Which not every place needs milkshakes.
I wouldn't know.
But
I only get the lemonade there.
like it doesn't. They're not pushing any envelopes for me.
But
Now, if they gave
their
me
drink
some
sizes
sake,
are large.
their drink sizes are large. If they gave me some sake, we could. Panda Express, please. Add sake to your menu.
Yes.
I'm trying to get this drunk every time I come there for my lunch break because going back into my current job makes me want to blow my brains out. Thank you.
I carried a flask in my car for that reason. I would say Panda Express is. I think it's still worthy of S tier. I have never had a bad Panda Express, and not only that, I have a good memory linked to Panda Express. There was a time where I was in an environment where I wasn't allowed to do a lot of stuff, and that included eating fast food. However, eventually I did gain the ability to go and eat fast food, and Panda Express was the very first place I went, and it was so goddamn good. So I would still argue that it's S tier. I've never had a bad experience. I've only ever had good experiences.
I just had to argue. I just had to bring up some negatives so that people were just like, "Is this a paid promotion?" Panda Express, please pay us. We'll say whatever you
Panda
want.
Express,
I'll suck you dry.
I'll kiss you so goddamn hard. All right, S tier for Panda Express. Papa John's.
He charges me too much to call me the.
I was about to say, there's whenever someone mentions Papa John's, which their pizza's decent. Definitely better than Domino's. I always say, without failure, I love the taste of racism.
Now, I have to say, I'm not actually committed to putting it in F because we ignored political points for Chick-fil-A. If I brought up politics with Chick-fil-A, I would have lower. I wanted to acknowledge his very big, especially because it's still the image that is.
Exactly. Yep. And I can see that same point. However, because, this is solely based off of, quality and not, anything to do with any sort of behind the scenes, I would put it in C just for the sole reason that I will eat it over Domino's.
I'll take it. I'll take it. We have a little mom and pop joint here that I gotta take you to sometime. Yeah. It's called Plus One Pizza. It's not really a mom and pop joint, but there's like 5 of them in Ohio, and that's it. It's called Plus One Pizza, and it's good. That's where I would go. But every now and then, my father would switch it up, and he would get us Papa John's just because he had a coupon or some shit.
Right.
And it wasn't like great. It wasn't like Plus One Pizza is my all-time favorite. I won't lie.
Definitely better than Domino's.
Yeah. But definitely better than Domino's.
Definitely better than Domino's.
So I'll give it C.
While we're on the topic of pizza, next up, no one out pizzas the Hut. Pizza Hut is next.
I'm gonna immediately veer away from pizza. Pizza Hut's pizza is okay. I'll start with that, but I'm gonna immediately veer away. Their wings hit.
Absolutely, they're more than just a Pizza Hut. They have wings, which is already like any wing joint. I absolutely love. I love wings.
I love her wings.
Pizza's really good. At least if you ask me, I think it's out of the 3 pizza joints that we've covered today, Pizza Hut's probably my favorite. I think my favorite pizza is actually, now that I'm saying that, that's a tough question. I'm gonna choose to not answer that. But Pizza Hut, out of the 3 of them, is definitely my favorite. They have a larger variety of pizzas as well, I believe. On top of their drink choice, is the best. And like this may be saying something because I've mentioned it as well with KFC, and I am gonna mention it when we get down to Taco Bell. Pizza Hut is one of 3 restaurants, 3 fast food chains that do Pepsi product. It's Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and KFC. Those are the only 3 fast food chains that you will see with Pepsi product because those 3 fast food chains are owned by Pepsi. And this is a little interesting fact. The reason that Pepsi owns these 3 food chains is because it was cheaper to buy them than to try to compete with Coke in this industry. And that's why Pepsi's unofficial motto is Pepsi okay? KFC, Pizza Hut, and Taco Bell are owned by a corporation called Yum Corporation, which is in turn owned by Pepsi. And I love a good Barks root beer to go with my pizza.
A good root beer does it. I want to give Pizza Hut a.
That's very solid. I would argue that's probably one of our most solid choices we've done so far, is putting Pizza Hut in A. Next up,
I'm gonna open with saying,
yeah?
I've been to Popeyes 3 times. Louisiana fast. Now hear me out. Every time I've been there, it's made me sick. I have never had a good experience with Popeyes.
See, that breaks my heart.
It always tastes good. The taste is good, but it's not worth what it does to me after.
That breaks my heart. And I'll tell you why. Popeyes has my favorite chicken sandwich. I love Popeyes chicken sandwiches out of every other chicken sandwich I've ever had. Popeyes is the best. Now, they have all the other characteristics of these other chicken sandwich places that I've mentioned. They got mac and cheese, solid lemonade. Their fries are very, very good. I would say I would argue that it belongs in A, but we're gonna have to reach an agreement here for Popeyes, since you said it makes you sick. But 9 times out of 10, when I'm out of town doing other things, I'm actually in a town where there is a Popeyes, and we don't have a Popeyes around us. I think the nearest Popeyes is like 50 miles away or something like that. But there is a Popeyes very close to where I'm at when I'm out of town. And I go there probably, out of the week, I'll go there 4 times for lunch.
I can't meet you on A. I can meet you on B. Because it's good. The food is always good, but when I weigh what happens to me after, it just not
An
good.
unpopular opinion: Popeyes biscuits are absolutely amazing. Try, yes, but absolutely amazing. So I'll take your offer on B. I'll agree with B.
All right.
I would say it belongs. I can agree with B on the aspect that I would take Chipotle over Popeyes.
Fair. Sonic, neither of us have had a lot of.
No, I don't think I've had Sonic once in the last 10 years.
I've had it once. It wasn't anything to write home. It wasn't bad, but it's like I haven't gone back.
But it is a very interesting location. The mechanics of it are very interesting. You got like it's not a dine-in. The entire building is the kitchen.
It's got that 80s vibe.
They're coming out on rollerblades. You just sit and eat it in your car. Their advertisement is I think their advertisement's really funny. I love some of the advertisements that they do. I think it's so hilarious, the kind of stuff that they come up with. They have really good people in their advertising team. But I can't say anything for quality wise to be able to put it on this list. I simply just haven't had it.
I want to say, for the sheer fact of, like, it's got the charm to it. It's a place that at least draws you in. I don't ever see it empty, and I do see it with rushes. So I want to say give it a C, because it at least is consistently popular.
Right.
It's got it
hasn't died.
Base of people. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can agree with C for sure. Subway. Eat fresh.
Now, you've got to feel me on this. This is easily our easiest contender for A or F.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your food's bad, it's your fucking fault.
It's your fault. Exactly.
I'll say it again for the people in the back. If every time you go to Subway, your food is bad, it is your fault.
Get a different fucking sandwich.
Now, one-offs happen,
Yeah. Every once in a while, you spice it up. You try a different sandwich. It's not good, but that's fine. Just don't have that fucking sandwich again, right?
Yeah.
Now,
One-offs.
I absolutely love Subway sandwich. Women, I'm scared to talk to women. The few times I have talked to women, they've always been, afraid of commitment, right? Oh, how do I know you're not going to switch up on me? Motherfucker, I have been ordering the same Subway sandwich since I was a kid.
I have the same problem.
I have been ordering the same Subway sandwich. It's 2 Subway sandwiches, but I always get the same fucking order. I always get a 6-inch BMT on flatbread, toasted with bacon added and mayonnaise and oil. And then I also get a 6-inch flatbread chicken bacon ranch.
I always get
and barbecue.
A foot-long BLT. Now, depending on how my money is looking, change. If I'm good, like if I can sauce an extra $2, sometimes we be pinching pennies out here. Time be tough.
That's true,
please like, follow, and subscribe.
That's true.
Times be tough, but if I can afford it, comfy, I get that BLT with pepperoni.
Ooh,
Get that pepperoni.
Can't go wrong with pepperoni.
We get the pepper jack. We get that boy toasted.
Mm-hmm.
And then, now this is where I lose people. People follow me to this point, and they're like, okay, this is a sandwich. Let's go. But once we get to this point, I then put, we're doing olives. We're doing cucumbers.
Ooh.
We got the tomatoes. I put that rabbit food on there. Pickles, green banana peppers, red onions, and now this used to be different. I used to be a little bitch about like quite literally, I have a very strict Karen memory. I used to only do 3 jalapenos. Not because I couldn't stand jalapenos, but I liked having them eat where I would bite into a...
Yeah.
Now, at one point in my life, and I feel like this is a great story to tell. One point in my life, I said 3 jalapenos, and they're like, what you gonna do if I put 4 on? And I was like, I guess I'd complain to your manager. And they put a 4th one on, and I chuckled. They chuckled. They did the rest of my sandwich. They cut it, and they wrapped it. And they gave it to me. And I said, that's crazy. Get your manager. I wasn't like screaming. I wasn't throwing a fit. But I told them if they put that 4th one on there and they gave me that sandwich, I was going to want their manager. Right. I don't think it was out of pocket. And now I've changed. I've changed because I've worked, like, that was before I had worked at all. I was like 13, 14. But I've changed a lot. I don't do it anymore. But I'm just like, hey, just put this amount on it. However many I'm feeling. Some days I do 3, some days I do 5. It can be whatever I want. I just want you to put what I'm asking for on the sandwich.
Right. Now I remember when Subway was at, I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure Subway's been around for a very long time. But from my memory, I can remember when I first started seeing them more commercially. And they've always been, I won't say healthy because it's not, but a healthier alternative.
Out of all the fast food places on this list, Subway is it.
Absolutely. It's the healthiest. I would say that Subway is S tier.
I wanna agree with that because sorry. Let me get the mega. If your sandwiches are always shit, it's your fucking fault. Now, I have actually, and I'll go ahead and say I agree with the S tier. As a kid, I had beef with Subway. And it wasn't just the whole giving me an extra jalapeno. You might have heard of it, but my favorite sandwich shop was Quiznos.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Quiznos.
And Subway just beat Quiznos up. And that was my long-standing beef. For the longest time.
Yeah, they drove Quiznos down.
And I'm gonna be real. If I could get a Quiznos, I'll be
For sure.
I don't remember what I would get, but I saw I miss Quiznos. Bring it back. But that was my long-standing beef. I just
Right.
want people to remember.
No, Quiznos is the shit. You know what else is the shit? Taco Bell. Taco Bell's the shit. Now slow down a bit, right? Taco Bell, easily one of my favorite fast food chains. Out fucking standing. I don't think it deserves S or even A.
I'll fight with you on A. But
I have kind of similar frustrations with Taco Bell, right? I love Taco Bell. Absolutely amazing. Super cheap, right? It is the only place other than Waffle House that is still open when I'm drunk as fuck at 2 a.m, right? Always hits better at 2 a.m as well. But the one thing that I have a problem with was that they got rid of their beefy Frito burrito. It was a $1 menu item that was by far one of the greatest things they had. Now, I usually eat chalupas and beefy 5-layer burritos from there. But the beefy Frito burrito. And now that I'm saying it out loud, I would say maybe A, because once again, they got the fucking Pepsi products, man.
Okay, now I'm gonna say something. If you talk like pre-2016 Taco Bell, it's not even a B tier. It's not even a C tier. Pre-2016 Taco Bell had nothing.
Nah.
Now, I'm gonna fight for A vehemently. Taco Bell breakfast, hit or miss?
Oh my god! I didn't even think about it. Taco Bell breakfast is single-handedly, without a fucking doubt, shadows every other breakfast menu in this tier list tenfold. I absolutely fucking love Taco Bell breakfast. It is my favorite breakfast of all time. And yes, that is because I do enjoy breakfast food among any other kind. But Taco Bell breakfast is the fucking shit.
Comment section. I knew that he was gonna scream when I said the word Taco Bell breakfast.
I didn't even think about Taco Bell breakfast.
Now hold on. I'm not done arguing for my A. I'm not done arguing for my A. Grilled cheese burrito. The $7 deluxe boxes that they always have, and then they swap in whatever seasonal food or whatever. Like the grilled cheese burrito will eventually go back. The nacho fries that go back away, they have these on lock. They have these on lock.
I'm surprised they haven't made it permanent.
Oh, because they make more money this way. And like, it's great. It's great for them. I'm not even upset because one of these items is always on the menu and I'm always down for one of them.
I'm not the biggest on the grilled cheese burrito. For the simple fact that I think a burrito should be able to be picked up. And when I pick up a grilled cheese burrito, I feel fucking disgusting.
I'll agree with that, but I want to counterpoint. I love the one with the jalapeno. The grilled cheese burrito with the jalapenos on top hits. And you can't fight me on this. It might feel gross to pick it up, but you're a big boy, not a little baby bitch. You got this.
That's the same reason I don't enjoy eating like fucking ribs, is because it gets my fingers all messy.
I'm hearing that it's not really a burrito. The grease is on the outside too. I acknowledge that. It's not the best burrito, but it hits.
It is good the couple times I've had it, but I just don't enjoy eating it.
That's fair. That's valid. I'm not going to take that away from you. Now, I'll hit you with the next thing. And this is where I'm going to hit you. They've got their own fucking Mountain Dew flavor.
Oh, they do, don't they? Oh my goodness.
It's single-handedly one of the people of America's
Do they
favorite.
have their own flavor?
Yeah, Baja Blast was theirs.
Oh, that's right. Baja Blast is there, but it's not exclusive anymore.
No, not anymore. It's first that got so fucking popular that they had to give it to you everywhere.
You know what? I actually have beef with Baja Blast. I do. I don't like Baja Blast. I never have.
I think it's mid as fuck.
There was, so Pepsi does these competitions. I don't know if they still do them, but they did. I think this must have been back in like 2016, 2015 that they did this, where it was called the Decision, right? Where they would pin two flavors that were doing not the greatest up against each other, and whichever one lost the vote would get discontinued, right? And granted, neither of them got discontinued. Neither of them did. I have seen both of them still, but it was Mountain Dew Baja Blast versus Mountain Dew Pitch Black, and Mountain Dew Pitch Black is my favorite Mountain Dew, right? Absolutely amazing, and it won the Decision. It did. However, after Decision, I started seeing a lot more Baja Blast in stores and a lot less Pitch Black in stores, and I was very upset about it, to say the least.
I agree with that.
But Taco Bell A tier, absolutely. Breakfast, absolutely
Now,
amazing.
hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done.
What? Your pick?
I've got more. Now, this is a small point, but they're little Slurpees. How many motherfucking places you know still got?
I'm not a big Slurpee guy.
You might not be a big Slurpee guy, but not a lot of places still rocking them.
That's
I just
true.
wanted to bring that up. It's a side point, a main point that push you to be like, ooh, maybe S tier. Now, I'm not really fighting. I just want the Cinnamon Twist and the Cinnabon Delights.
Cinnabon Delights are like an orgasm in my mouth.
Exactly. Now, I get the 12 packs of Cinnabon Delights, and they're so good that by the 10th one, I'm sick.
Oh, absolutely.
But I still have to eat it.
But you still eat the other two.
It's so good.
But you gotta eat them fast. They're not good when they've been sitting.
Yeah, you gotta speed eat them. But I just want to say that they exist, and they're very good. And there's not a lot of places that be rocking the little treats like that.
Yeah.
And their cinnamon sticks also similar deal. I'm more of a Cinnabon Delight guy myself. I think Slayer is too. But I just want to remind you, those hit.
Their cinnamon sticks are good. I feel like the cinnamon sticks are too thick for me. I think it's borderline styrofoam.
Yeah.
But
my older sister loves them.
Yeah.
She likes them more than the Cinnabons.
Taco Bell, A tier.
A tier. Easy.
Absolutely.
Easiest A tier.
Wendy's.
Probably like we said, Pizza Hut was probably the solid. I dare say Taco Bell pushes Pizza Hut down.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm putting Taco Bell in front of Pizza Hut. I'm gonna be honest.
I did.
Wendy's.
Okay. You first. I've been going first for the last 50.
I don't see the big deal behind Frosty and fries. I don't. On the contrary, though, they do have my favorite burger of all time, which is the Baconator. I absolutely love the Baconator.
What they have. Okay. I miss old Wendy's. I said it. Fight me. Old Wendy's. Not like super old. But I'm talking, I miss the sea salt fries. The sea salt fries were the healthiest fries, and also they tasted good.
Sea salt is always the best kind of salt.
It tasted so fucking good. And anybody who wants to argue with me about it, you can, but you're wrong. I also had a secret about the McDonald's fries in the US. They're vegetable oil. They have beef flavoring in it. So to all you vegetarians who go to McDonald's and you get the French fries, yeah, fuck you. You're still contributing.
God damn it.
I'm PC, but fuck you.
I like Wendy's burgers. I think their fries are kind of mid.
Their fries now are definitely kind of mid.
Frosties are okay. I've never really gotten the hype
I enjoy a good Frosty. My sisters.
Good portions.
Yeah. My sisters always liked Frosties, and they said the hype behind it was simply dip your fries in your Frosty. It didn't make it better to me. So
No.
fuck you.
I don't understand the hype behind Frosties and fries.
I wanna say their chicken nuggets are great. Consistent. The texture is good. It's not like a crispy nugget, It's not super crispy, but it's not like damp. But it's got a good texture, slightly different than a McDonald's one. Not as crispy as a McDonald's one, but it's a good texture. It doesn't feel soggy. Also, and people can disagree. Wendy's has the best barbecue sauce. Suck my balls.
I don't know. I like McDonald's barbecue sauce.
No, Wendy's claps. Wendy's solos the barbecue sauce first. Wendy's barbecue sauce beats Goku.
I think Wendy's is another one of those restaurants that I don't eat at too often.
And now, with all of the praise I have given Wendy's, y'all don't get an S or an A from me.
Yeah, I'm thinking
I'm not
B.
over it. I'll never be over this. Nah, fuck them. They took sea salt fries from me.
Well, you're thinking C for sea salt?
No, not really. Not really.
Yeah, I think B is a pretty solid contender.
I think B is solid.
Gotcha.
I think B is solid.
I will put Popeyes in front of Wendy's though.
I gotta say, for me, in front of Wendy's is Arby's.
I'm not actually like moving them in an order or whatever, but
Oh, I am. It doesn't do anything because your people can't see my screen,
Right.
but I want you guys to know.
Whataburger. We don't
I'm a-
have Whataburger in Ohio.
Yes, we do.
I've never had it.
We have
I
it
have
in
never even
Columbus.
seen a Whataburger until I went to Louisiana. In which case, I never ate it because
I
there
wanna
was other
say-
stuff that I'd rather eat.
You remember how, like, In-N-Out, it was just okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whataburger was just okay.
Would you say it's pretty much the same as In-N-Out?
No. It's not. I can't really describe it. I was only there once, but it was. It wasn't. It's so immemorable. I was with Bobby, and I was probably enjoying the conversation with Bobby more.
So we're thinking C tier then for Whataburger.
C-tier.
Gotcha.
C tier.
I'm gonna throw this out here. This next one is a fucking F. And
I
put it
was
every
gonna
higher
say
in
the
your
same
comment.
shit. I absolutely despise White Castle. It is so gross. It is absolutely disgusting. I have gotten food poisoning every single time I've ate there. Their sliders are trash, both the ones that they serve and the frozen ones that you can buy. They're absolute garbage. Their meat tastes like shit. I fucking hate White Castle. White Castle is like down, like, if Long John Silver's was on here, White Castle would still be below that. And Long John Silver's is trash.
I miss Hush Puppies. Not gonna lie.
F tier. Not even an argument. Fuck White Castle.
Now we hit the real pack.
Yeah. We
This
said
guy-
steak and shake for this one, right?
Steak and Shake. And I'm gonna let you open up.
It's
'cause
another
I know you
one.
love
Okay.
Steak and Shake.
So it's another one of those like 80s kind of retro diner vibes, right? As a kid, their kid menu caters kind of cool to the callbacks for that era of life. Like I remember my chicken basket coming in like a cardboard cutout of a vintage car, which I thought was fucking cool. They got the paper hats, which is fucking awesome. They have drive-throughs, which I believe is like not something they had forever, was the drive-throughs. Really good milkshakes, absolutely phenomenal hot dogs. I don't think they have chili dogs, but the hot dogs that I've had there absolutely are amazing. I enjoy White Castle. On the downside, however, though, it's a lot more expensive. While I wouldn't even consider it one of the fastest fast food. I consider it a slower fast food. I don't even think it's considered fast food. Pricey. It kind of takes a little bit to make, but it is always really, really good. I am a big fan of Steak and Shake.
I wanna. What are you thinking? What is your rating?
I want to say it's probably, if I could make an A/B tier, I'd probably put it there. But I want to say probably A, more towards A. Steak and Shake's really good.
I want to argue about. I like Steak and Shake. I love their milkshakes. I'm a big milkshake person, if you couldn't tell by like my advocacy of Hardee's, and where like
Yeah.
they cling on because of their milkshake. But I have to say, there are two big points that I don't like about Steak and Shake. And one is, sadly, their vision, the vision of being like the 80s vibe, just dying out. And like I like it, I love it, but the fact is, you go in now. The last time I went to a Steak and Shake, it wasn't like ours where like they would be understaffed. It was like a big city Steak and Shake. Like they were like bustling. They don't take your order at the register.
Nah,
They
sit
direct you
down.
to a kiosk. No,
What?
they direct you to a kiosk.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've always had like kind of a sit-in restaurant kind of experience
so,
whenever I went
No,
inside.
knowing that is one of their like a bigger city branch. It was in Columbus, I think. Yeah, because we were getting Rochelle. That it's in Columbus, so that means that is their ID of what every location should be. Ours
Right.
might not be like that yet, but eventually it will. You know.
Yeah.
And so knowing that is the thing, that takes away a huge factor of their vision, and in fact makes it just a building. You have this sick-looking vision with all of this history behind it, with like the original Steak and Shake restaurant, all that good shit, and you throw it away by using kiosks. Which I understand technology advances, and you gotta stick with the times, or you get outdone. But it just
You
like
don't really want to stick with the times if your theme is
Vision
we're not
is
sticking with
80s.
the times.
yeah, exactly. And then my next point is their fries are mid.
Their fries are kind of mid.
Their fries are mid. I like Steak and Shake. I think Steak and Shake should have been on this list. I think they did Steak and Shake dirty by not having it on.
Well, they did Cane's pretty dirty too. Cane's wasn't on it either.
Yeah, but I just Steak and Shake. It's like a B. Maybe you can push for an A. I won't be against an A, but
No, I can see B. Especially, yeah, like you brought up some good points of, they're kind of straying away a bit in the more busy locations. And the fact
Yeah.
that, like you said, it's not even a dine-in anymore. Like, you can't be an 80s diner and not be a diner,
exactly.
But regardless, their food is still extremely good. So, yeah,
Yeah.
B tier. But that wraps it up. This is a pretty solid tier list that we have here. I had an E tier, but fuck E tier. I don't think they should exist.
Yeah. More like ET tier.
Yeah, S, A, B, C, D, F. This is a pretty decent looking tier list. I must say so myself. Let us know if you guys mostly agree with our choices. Where would you guys have put it?
If you don't agree, we're sending you to White Castle.
Yeah, if you don't agree, you probably work at White Castle. So, but I think that's gonna wrap it up for this tier list. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these tier lists. I really enjoy doing this. I enjoy a good debate conversation, especially with someone as intelligent as Aku. Always a good time.
2 + 2 is 7.
False. But yeah, wrapping it up. S tier, Dairy Queen, KFC, Panda Express, and Subway. A tier, Chipotle, Jack in the Box, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. B tier, Arby's, Five Guys, In-N-Out, McDonald's, Popeyes, Wendy's, and Steak and Shake. C tier, Chipotle, Carl's Jr., Hardee's, Papa John's, Sonic, and Whataburger. D tier, Burger King, Domino's, and Jimmy John's. And definitely the most solid choice we've had so far, White Castle and F tier. Fuck White Castle.
And
White Castle was garbage.
if you really want some more content, you want that good mukbang stuff, and you want to see our very cultured opinions, because as you can tell by our tier list, we are the Ramsey. He's our
This
bitch.
is the official tier list.
If you want to see some more content, make sure you comment and tell Slayer, we want to see when you and Aku go to Arby's to try that fucking milkshake so that you can tell Aku trash. Press the
Exactly.
do it.
And let us know what other kind of tier list you want to see us do. We have the capabilities to do any tier list for the most part. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. God, an hour and a half. I was thinking this was going to take 45 minutes tops, and we've been here for an hour and a half. This is going to be a good episode. But yeah, thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.